YouTube guitarists, why do you hate them so much? What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I'm excited to make this video. This video has been on my mind for quite some time, and I'm just feeling compelled to finally knock it out today, because this topic about YouTube guitar players and all the hate and all the negativity has seemingly grown over the last, I would say, 6 months or something like that. So I want to address it, talk about it, nothing even really to address, but more or less just talk about it, give some insider perspective and opinion, because I am quite literally a YouTube guitar player. That's how I started my career. And yeah, dude, I just have some thoughts and opinions, and I just want to share them with you all and create a conversation down below in the comment section. The goal with this video is to keep it cordial, but that never happens, especially with something as hate-fueled as this. Quite literally, the title of this video and the topic is about hating YouTube guitar players. So I'd love for it to be cordial, and I would love for you guys to leave your thoughts and opinions down below on everything that I say or something that I missed. However, although my intentions are good, it can go off the rails pretty quickly down below in the comment section. It's quite a fascinating thing, but anyway, dude, just want to let you guys know that this is nothing but a positive, insightful video, okay? All right, so why do you guys hate YouTube guitar players? I'm genuinely curious and fascinated. A part of me does understand it, but then there's part of me that really does not get it at all. And I think the obvious one, and the one that we all know, is jealousy and just unresolved anger issues being projected into a comment section. I think that's the most obvious, and that's something that is inevitably a part of human nature and can't be fixed. Like, I have no control over that. Nobody really has any control of that. Angry people are going to be angry and outwardly project their anger onto other people, and especially project it onto people who talk about the things that they like, that is guitar, right? I personally have YouTube users that show up in my comment section quite regularly, and like, I'm familiar with their name and their face, and some of them have actual channels themselves doing YouTube guitar stuff, and they will just say whatever they can to try to get under my skin and just say how they don't like me, how they hate me, how they think I'm this or that, blah, 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 blah. And truthfully, it doesn't bother me. As I've always said on this channel, would I love it if everybody loved me? Sure, I think that's human nature, but it doesn't detract me, or it doesn't stop me from doing what I'm doing. I love my job, I love my career. No hate comment will ever stop me from doing this, or pursuing my passion, that is playing music, creating music, touring, traveling, and sharing it with you all. So I understand that, and I wish people would look a little bit more introspectively and, you know, fix their internal issues, but that's not something I have any control over, and I'm not here to try to convince them otherwise. A couple years ago, maybe like 5 years ago, I remember I would spend a lot of time almost convincing people who would hate me. I would almost convince them that, like, no, like, hey, I'm a good person. Like, see, like, I'm a good person. Like, it was just such a uphill battle and a losing battle. So like, I stopped that a long time ago. And, you know, it is what it is. And like, I get it. Personally, I have my head tattooed, my neck blacked out, my arms blacked out. I'm covered in tattoos. I play, you know, low-tuned metal. Like, there's so many recipes for like why people would not like me. I get it. I'm very self-aware, but I love myself and I love what I do. So like, it doesn't bother me. So I think that's the main obvious thing. It's just like unresolved anger issues and jealousy. Speaking of jealousy, anybody who has any sort of negativity towards a YouTuber, like, you can do this yourself. It's not impossible. You can start a channel, you can gain a fan base or an audience, no matter who you are. I started this channel with just a hope and a dream and a camera in Fort Benning, Georgia in 2017, as I was in like my final 9 months or so in the military. So like, I started from nothing, and I'm still not anywhere near done to what I think I could potentially achieve, but enough talking about me. My point is like, anybody can do this. If you feel jealous, or like you feel like somebody is gifted their platform, everybody has to start somewhere. So if you feel these feelings, like, you can do this yourself. It's hard. It's very saturated, and it's this and that, blah, 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 blah. But you could do it yourself. So like, if you're angry at somebody that you don't even know because they're doing something that you're passionate about, and you're so passionate that you click on the video, which is a whole nother thing. Nobody ever even made you click on the video. You clicked on it willingly, and then just spread hate on it because you're jealous of them. You could take all that energy and do it yourself. It's way more cost effective. Those are the obvious ones. I think we all know that, right? Or if you didn't know it, now you hear my perspective on it. And now, talking about gear demos, paid sponsorships, all that stuff, I find this hate a very interesting phenomenon. I've said it on this channel several times, but I grew up in the mid 2000s. I was like 11 years old in 2003. So if you guys do the math at home, yes, I'm 58 years old right now, if my math's correct. But my point is like there was no such thing as YouTube. We had Guitar World magazine, and like I would just nerd out over the Eddie Van Halen PV5150 or Wolfgang ads, and that's all we had. I remember John 5 promoting crate amps. There was no YouTube. So YouTube to me was, when I first really started delving into it, was and still is to this very day, a very fascinating platform. You can find any piece of gear, any lesson, any piece of information you want as it pertains to the guitar. You can find it for free, and there's copious amounts of videos on the very topic that you can just dive into. When I was a kid, I had my BC Rich Warlock starter guitar in a Guitar World, and like that's all I had. So I find it very fascinating how here in 2025, like YouTube has almost become like taken for granted, I would say. And that is what I'm most confused about with YouTube. As it pertains to sponsorship videos, yeah, sure, on a launch day of a very famous or iconic piece of gear, all the YouTubers get a unit and then make a video on it, right? Okay, so what? What's so bad about that? You don't have to even click on the video, but you did, and then you're upset that the video that you clicked on willingly is a paid sponsorship on launch day of what you were interested in the first place, and you're upset about that. That is so fascinating to me. And now the counter argument to this is like when all these products come out on launch day, I myself refrain from these comments as best as I can. I did it, sparingly, but like a lot of people say like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. It's a game changer. It's a this, it's a that. Sure. That I will at least meet you in the middle and say like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Like, is everything a game changer? Is everything the most amazing thing in the world? Probably not, right? Where I don't understand is like, if a product sounds good and if it's presented in such a way and somebody gives their positive opinions on it, are you, the audience, not allowed to make your own judgment on that piece of gear, on that guitar, on that lesson that you're watching? Like, aren't you allowed to form your own opinion and not take the words of somebody you don't even know quite literally? That's just like where I don't understand how like something on that train of thought turns into anger, hate, and resentment from the audience. That's where like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Going back to the Guitar World analogy, I wish when I was 11, 12, 13 years old, when I was just trying to figure out what I even liked, when I had no money and my parents were working really, really hard and they did everything they could for me, I just wish that I had YouTube to where I could at least just see, hear, listen, and understand and learn about a product that I'll never have the means of obtaining personally. You know how hard it was to understand what a Les Paul sounded like in 2003 when I was 11 years old? I had my copy of the Led Zeppelin DVD, and like I just wanted to know what a Les Paul sounded like other than when Jimmy Page would play it. Now here in 2025, we have the ability to hear every single Les Paul ever made ever on the internet for free, and if a new one comes out, everybody hates the person who's making the video on it. It's just such a fascinating thing, dude. So like that's where like I want to open up the discussion. It's like, what am I personally missing that is so rage baiting people who like see the new thing? Is it you want to feel a connection with a person personally? Do you feel jealous that you didn't get in on the thing? Do you feel resentful because did you not get one? Like, do you just not like that you didn't get one? But again, so I'm crystal clear on this topic. Why is it hate fueled? Why is it anger when like this new thing comes out and you click on the video willingly and then you're angry about it? That makes no sense to me. It's a new piece of gear. It's a new shiny thing that we can all just check out at surface value. And if you don't want to get one, okay. But like, you heard what it sounded like, you watched the video, you're entertained. Like, why the hate? It's just so fascinating to me. So all in all, everybody, to wrap up my video, I'm very fascinated by this. We have the ability to hear everything for free and see everything for free, and we can make our own assumptions and our own judgments based off of what my peers and myself show the world, and then we, the audience, because I still buy stuff all the time. I'm in there with you guys. We, the audience, can then make a judgment, and we didn't have to go to Guitar Center. The nearest Guitar Center for me is 40 minutes down the road in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. It's not close. We don't have to go down there. We don't have to hope to have one in stock. We don't have to wait until they're in stock. We don't have to buy one, spend the money, and then inevitably be disappointed. We can just send it back. even if we don't like it, we could still send it back. We don't lose any money. But anyway, my point is, it's like, dude, we have all these tools and these resources to hear this new piece of thing. Why is it full of hate? Like, I just don't get it. So everybody, that's my topic today. That's my video today. It's a discussion. I would love to have a discussion with you guys in person, or like have it be a two-way street, a live thing right now. Obviously I can't. I'm talking to a camera pretending it's my best friend. But I would love to hear from you guys down below in the comment section. Why is there so much hate? What is it that a small portion of the audience, but I think it's growing, why is it so negative? Like, this is the greatest thing in the world. Guitar, in my opinion, is the greatest thing in the world. It's like my number one passion. Other than, you know, the people that I care about in my life, it's the thing that I love the most, period. I feel so privileged to be in a time where YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all this stuff is for free, and we can see everything for free. I'm so lucky to be here compared to when I was a kid growing up in the early 2000s, to where like it's so vastly different now than when it was. And I just don't understand the hatred and the anger. So that's my video. I'd love to hear from you guys down below in the comment section. Curious to see how this video goes. It's nothing but love. We can totally disagree, and I love you all the same. So if you're angry at me, that doesn't surprise me because of everything I've said in this video. But for those of you guys who are, you know, reasonable and, you know, have a level head, I would love to hear from you guys down below in the comment section, okay? All right, everybody. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Means the world to me. You guys are the best. And with that, I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Later.